So I have a fatal flaw, and this fatal flaw gets me in trouble a lot. I can only be honest. I can only tell you what I think. On the radio, on this TV show, when I'm out in person, I can only be honest. And I've got to be honest, this really pisses me off. This story really pisses me off. Right now, you and I, right now, on our southern border, the California border to be exact, there are hundreds of migrants demanding to come into this country. The Caravan has arrived. Remember the Caravan? Thousands and thousands of them coming up from Honduras and El Salvador. They were going to march, they were going to protest, they were going to make a big spectacle, come to our border and demand that they should be in this country. Well, they're at our border right now. And they're chanting and they're singing, hundreds of them, primarily from Honduras and El Salvador. They're waving the Honduran flag. They're sitting up on top of the fence, fist bumping and cheering people on the American side. They're making a big spectacle, demanding to come into this country. And of course, they've got the TV cameras there, CNN and NBC and ABC. They're all there interviewing these children, these poor children who walked thousands of miles to come to America. And CNN and NBC and all of them are going to make this the story. And they're going to make you and I and Trump and everybody who says and everybody who believes, doggone it, that we are a sovereign nation. And because we're a sovereign nation, we have a border. And if we're going to have a border, damn it, we're going to secure that border. We're going to build a wall. And doggone it, nobody has a right to be in this country. Nobody has a right to be here. Those of us who believe that, we're going to be up against it these next couple of days. And it may drag into a couple of weeks because, look, I don't think these migrants are going anywhere. They're there on our southern border right now with the CNN cameras right now to make a statement, to make you feel bad, to make you feel mean, to make you feel guilty, to make you feel like you are a xenophobe or a nationalist or whatever. You know, it's a bunch of bull. And I got to tell you something, whenever a story like this comes before us, the dreamers or all these poor migrants just looking for a better life, the reason I get really pissed off, like seeing those images of all of these migrants on our border right now, demanding to come into this country right now. You want to know why I really get so pissed off? Because I think of all of those people in line right now. We don't talk about them. We don't think about them. The millions of people from around the world who are in line right now because they're trying to come into America legally. Nobody ever talks about them. Nobody ever thinks about those people in line who have been waiting years and spending thousands of dollars to try to become American citizens the right way. CNN never interviews anybody in line to become a legal immigrant. Whenever we come across stories like this, people who think it is their right, doggone it, to just hop across the border. I think of those people in line. I think of the people who have given up so much and sacrificed so much to do it the right way. They were told to do it the right way. And it pisses me off that there are people around the world who think they can cut in line. They can go to the front of the line. This is pretty simple. And I've got confidence that Trump and his team are going to do this to these hundreds of migrants down there on the California border right now who believe they have a right to be here. You know what we should do to them and with them? Simple. Pat them on the top of their head and turn them around. Tell them to turn around. Tell them to go back home. Tell them to go back home. You know what? Maybe we'll feed them a meal, but then we tell them to turn around. We tell them to go back home. How about we tell them to ask Mexico to take them in? How about that? all of these migrants, let's tell them to ask Mexico to take them in. And if they don't like any of those answers, let's tell all of these migrants about the line of millions of people trying to get here legally. And let's tell those migrants to get into the back of that line. If they want to come to America, do it the right way. And I'm not mean-spirited, and I'm not a bigot, and I'm not anti-Mexican, I'm not anti-anything, I'm pro-America. You want to be here, you don't have a right to be here. You want to be here, do it the right way. Hey, don't go anywhere. I'm coming back. I've got something Illinois did that's just going to really drive you crazy. Don't go anywhere.